Hey, heathens. You know, every few years you get someone coming around talking about the end of the world, especially in the Christian world, where you have these people who believe that Jesus is coming back and this rapture whole thing is going to happen and all that. Throughout my lifetime, there's been many people who have tried to predict when this would happen, even though the Bible says that no man knows, not even Jesus apparently. Only the Father, meaning God, which has issues with the Trinity. I won't get into all that in this video. Anyway, we all know about the Mayan prophecy that isn't actually a prophecy that's supposed to happen in 2012, but there's one even sooner than that. I'm going to link you to a video down here in the description bar where the Thinking Atheist talked about this guy. You can certainly watch what he asked of the guy, but I'm going to go into a few other details. And so since he's done his bit and a few others as well, figured I'd chime in with my 2 cents, albeit a bit late behind his. May the 21st, 2011, this year, only 3 months from now, is supposed to be the Judgment Day. This is when Jesus is going to come back. And then in October, we'll have the actual end of the world. They've based this on things that they've said that the Bible is supposed to be prophesied. And, so this is supposed to happen. This is and this is without fail, no doubt about it, without error. This is going to happen. This is the date. They are certain of it. So certain that they're going everywhere, telling everybody about it, and they're going all over the place. And this is a group, FamilyRadio.com, and they are backed up by eBibleFellowship.com as well as WeCanKnow.com. And these guys seem to be fairly well funded, as they're going around telling everyone that this is without question the day Jesus is coming back. Anyhow, there's a couple of interesting things about this. In my lifetime, there have been many prophecies like this. People who have tried to predict when it would happen. And up until now, they have all been wrong. I remember dates in the 80s as well as in the 90s. Of course, Y2K was supposed to be it as well. Then they said, oh no, it's not 2000, it'll be 2001 because there was no year zero. And on and on and on. And so it's no big surprise that someone's come along now with a date for this year. So May 21st, 2011, which I would say to this group, tell me about it on May 22nd, when you're still here and you haven't gone away and nothing happened. Apart from that, let's just talk about this whole prophecy to begin with, that the end is coming. When was it supposed to happen? Or when is it going to happen? Notice how I led into that. When was it supposed to happen? See, it was already supposed to have gone by. Jesus, if you buy the story that's in the Bible, thought it would happen very soon after his death. He would return. The high priest was supposed to witness this. The guy talking directly to Jesus is supposed to witness this event happening. Pretty sure he's dead right now. This is seen in both Matthew and Mark, where Jesus tells the high priest that he will return. And on top of that, he tells each of his groups that he's talked to in Luke, Mark, and Matthew that this generation shall not pass before all things come to be. One of those things being that the world would end. This generation, in other words, the people he was talking to. Now, there's been a lot of people who played semantics on that and try to say what he meant was the generation of Jerusalem and several other things. They tried to twist that into. But he also said in Mark and Luke that some standing here wouldn't die. That there were people in this group that would not taste death before he came back. So they would all just go into heaven without having to die. Pretty sure they're all dead now. If you want further understanding that this was supposed to happen soon, and by soon I didn't mean 2,000 years later, soon, within the lifetime of the people of that day, all you have to do is go to the writings of Paul. In Corinthians, Paul is going on and on about how people shouldn't be so worried about their lives today because, well, it won't be long now. Even Paul believed that it would happen within his lifetime. as he tells people that they shouldn't bother getting circumcised. There's no need. In fact, slaves shouldn't bother freeing themselves or trying to improve their status. In fact, don't bother even getting married. All of this because, as he said, time is short. Now, you can play with the words all you want to about how it was supposed to, no, he meant this or he meant that. I want to focus in on where he talks about people not bothering to get married. This is in Corinthians 7, verse 27. He tells people not to get married. If you are married, that's fine. Don't try and split off your marriage. But if you're not married, don't bother. If people took his advice, no one would have gotten married for the past 2,000 years. You really think that's what he meant? Can you twist that in some other means or form to say that that's not what he meant, that he thought that it would happen in his day, in his lifetime, in the lifetime of the generation of people that were there, just like Jesus said, supposedly? This was already supposed to happen, and it didn't. Why do you think it's going to happen now? So, set your clocks. May the 21st, 2011. We'll all be laughing at yet another group of people who failed to predict the end of the world yet again. Don't take my word for it. Think for yourself.